Hi Aspen, this is Fancy, and I think you have some very lovely transparencies going on. Some really nice transitions between, say, for example, cyan to the green, and also the yellow to the orange, um, and the purple and the magenta are also working well with regards to transparency. You are still going around a corner a bit. You might consider maybe extending the orange like into here. So, and then also, um, let's see about the green. It's a little hard for me to kind of determine how this is all kind of moving. But what's not working well is kind of this area where they all come together. I start to see this larger square. So I see these smaller squares all around, and that's part of the pattern. And that unifies well, but then I see this really large one here, and then this yellow. It seems like you've got concentric squares, but then this yellow, instead of like terminating here, it goes this way. So I'm not getting that very well. And I expect the magenta to kind of carry over here, but then the orange also kind of continues. So there's some kind of strange movements going on here, and maybe with the cyan too. I expect it to be terminating here, and then the purple is kind of moving. See, this kind of area here is kind of strange. Um, and then you've got your interpretations all toward the outside of the composition. You need to try to bring some of them, you don't want them all to be on the outside, and you get the static middle. You want them, or at least some of them, to be kind of on the interior of the design as well. Let's look at vanishing boundaries. So straight shots, you do have that for the magenta, purple to cyan, and this one is working well. It's just the orange that's being a little bit problematic. Um, I've got some really beautiful vanishing boundaries here. It's almost hard to distinguish between the purple and the magenta because the vanishing boundaries are working so well. At first I thought, wow, you have a really large area of magenta, um, but it's kind of the area of magenta and purple combined. Same for the orange and the yellow. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's right, sorry. Here you need better vanishing boundaries between the yellow and the green. This is working fine, this is working fine. Everything but the yellow versus green in this really strange middle area. So it creates kind of a different kind of static movement, not necessarily like dark values or light values, but just the way these points of emphasis come together creates some odd objects that aren't unifying with the rest of the composition.